fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts.
Zerline set to kick off.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's built private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was top, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with it, so what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah. I bought like 23. Whoa, won't fall again and
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, watch it, watch it. Right there. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Check, check.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now he'll tuck it and run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
He's going to take off with it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Go, go, go. Check.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride. Another first down.
At the 9-yard line.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Going deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
And the Titans first down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Gun, Newton, flush to his right. He gets Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and the Colts pick it up. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Now Jones. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
33,
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took them inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold them to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. To throw again. Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
1 yard attempt.
And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
1st down, Titans.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Titans 3.
On first down, it's Newton. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. The shotgun snap for Newton. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Titans' 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Escaping the pressure right. They'll try and run it, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
Number 30.
And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson is going to go for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Trying to run for it with Pollard, and he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
To Mike Evans.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Newton. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Newton on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
To Aaron Jones.
23 yards on the play.
23 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A nice run there by Jones on 1st down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Tennessee.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. 1st down after 1st down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. but at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The keeper.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He's got Smith here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts add on to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Makes the score Colts 14, Titans 6.
So just 8 kicks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well,
looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
15 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, Nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And that'll set them back 5. They fake the give. Newton. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jalen Reagor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Colts 21, Titans 6. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
35's the mark. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Wait. Watch the safety creep. Shoot. Gun.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. It's caught. Smith. And he'll go down at the 28. From 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Danny Trevathan on the tackle.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Stepping up, he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
10 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Just beating the play clock is Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is Harris. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Going to run again here with Pollard. Breaks the tackle, now with Alley. The 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dawson Knox, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Newton eluding the pressure right. Jones has it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Newton on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Newton. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will go for it. Now Newton. Forced out to his left. He's got Evans. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a 1st down. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Newton throwing again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
From the 50, Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Going deep for Montgomery. It's caught inside the 25. Yeah, this will get them all the way inside the Tennessee 20. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Dawson Knox. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Colts 42, Titans 6.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. I got one.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Going deep here for Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
20.
To throw again. Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, Newton. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To the air again, Newton. Flushed out right. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Josh Allen able to get in there and drop him behind the line. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And that'll be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And the Titans.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Out of the gun, Newton. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
7-yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Kyle Van Noy able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. Finding Knox there, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Check, 59. Tighten up. Pull it together.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown!
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
49, Titans 6. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And that will be incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they're not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of 8.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
3 down. Mike 35, Mike 35. Great. Man, I got you. 35's the mic. Hey, here I come.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Complete.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts
Gain of 21.
as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, it's Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for C.J. Uzama. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
35's the mic. It's our time. Hey,
Throwing again is Newton. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. One last throw here for Newton. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts.
The onside kick.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Going to get this inside the 30.
Today's final score.
Oh, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to make amends next. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.